Dragons module of Dungeons of the Mad Mage with a little bit of homebrew mixed in as well, just where things need spicing up a little bit, because they always do. I'm Alex, Dungeon Master. Just got a couple of quick announcements. Just want to say thanks again to Sorco Soundscapes for giving us permission to use their soundscapes, of course, for the more atmospheric parts of the adventure. Thanks to them. Head over to their, I think they have a website and a Bandcamp as well. They have custom module, like track albums for Ghost of Saltmarsh, Curse of Strahd, which is what this sound is currently from. They also have this one's from the Curse of Strahd album. They also have Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So yeah, they have plenty of other generic ones. Fantastic guys. Yeah, go and check them out if you wish to spice up your tabletop role-playing games as well. Another thing as well, last week we mentioned about voting for the name of Bess, Opal's new pet rat, and we have 3 names that she's narrowed down for you to vote from, and I have them here. Please post your comments in the chat or anywhere on any. Tell you what, after this we'll put up a post. Either put it in chat or comment on that post, and we will tally them up. And next week we will find out the rat's official name. So the names are Rockfort, Timmy, and Basil. So please vote on that. Actually, we'll do a reminder just before the break as well, and at the end of the show. So yeah, I think that's all I had to do. If you are a new viewer and you want to know the story so far, head over to our Facebook or Instagram, and you can hear my roundup at the beginning of episode 1 of the story so far, because we're coming in a little bit through the adventure, but such a big adventure that we have barely scratched the surface. So last week, everyone ready to go? Everyone ready? I was just kind of jumping in.
Nah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
One day we will have a full animated intro as well, but we're only on episode 2.
Working on it. It's so hard.
I know. I appreciate all the hard work that you've done, Ryan. So yeah, if everyone's ready, last week we started the session by you sailing down on the small rowboat. Oh, it's more. It's kind of like a gondola, but a much bigger, with the skeleton master at the helm, wearing you down. Did have a few accidents on the way, falling in, trying to get there a little bit quicker and falling in, but all was well. You did lose a zombie friend, but you managed to make it to Skullport unscathed, mostly. Heading through the city. It seemed very strange, built inside like a 90-foot, 100 to 100-foot chasm, almost like scaffolded together, like different buildings kind of built on top and around each other. Very strange. And you saw the main body of the city, and then also a small island where it looked largely populated by goblins and bugbears. Looking around, you saw a small pawn shop, which was the height of amusement on the Twitch chat last week. And at the helm was a small
Gnoma
called Crystalline. You managed to buy some torches from her. She said that there's a small possibility that things that you want will be in store, but come along anyway and check. And there might be a chance that they are here. that they are in stock. You also came across a brewery, which seemed to be quite bustling, even though it seemed to be. You've not wandered into many. You've not managed to bump into many people. Here's mostly drow and goblins and bugbears walking about. The odd Drugar as well, which Alethia managed to bump into quite a few of them with some were-rat bodyguards in a small underground vegetable market. And looking around as well, you found a pet shop, which Opal had the great love of going in and trying to buy a pet bat that she has longed for since the beginning of the campaign. She bought one, it flew away. She bought another, it flew away. She bought a third, kind of stayed with her for a bit, then flew to Haston, and then finally settling on a giant rat pet, in which you, the viewers, are getting to decide its name from pre-selected selective names. If you have any other suggestions, throw them in. Why not? Why not? We're chaotic after all.
What could possibly go wrong?
You might find a name that you actually prefer.
Oh no, I people that are in chat, and that was a really bad idea.
You also came across the only inn that you knew of, Haston knew of that you could stay in, was a tavern called the Guts and Garters, which is run by a tiefling called Quaitrud. I looked up how you said her name, and that's how you say it. Quaitrud.
She's mean.
And while looking around in there as well, there was a few Drugar, some goblins, bugbears, and a lonely drow just sitting and looking at you all night. You go upstairs, come back down the following day, and while having quite a loud, open discussion in the bar, the drow comes up to you and comes up to Haston and says that you might not want to speak so loudly in here. And they have a brief conversation about the city and why he's so nice to them. And he says to trust no one, not even him, maybe. And as you went to continue the conversation and you were just about to leave, he walked up to you and just simply said, you might want to keep your voices down. And that is where we left off.
Oh, I wrote down the final quote, Alex. And
did you?
Yeah, because it kind of shook me a little bit. It was, if I were you, I wouldn't stick around.
Oh, yes, if I were you, I wouldn't stick around. That's
and
that's what he said.
I'm nervous.
I'm going to write that down so I remember. Sorry, viewers.
No.
You. Yeah,
We thought we might be getting 100.
Well, Haston thinks you guys don't know yet. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
Okay, so.
Okay, Daddy's going out for cigarettes, and don't worry if I'm gone for a long time.
By the way, in game, did you ever decide that you were changing your name from the Lobstars, or are you still the Lobstars?
We're the Lobstars because my last name is Leichman, which keeps the L.
That's true.
It's a true.
You are still so the Lobstars. Where are you headed next?
Haston would kind of.
Samson.
Go ahead.
Samson's still up in the upper room, gazing at his own beautiful face, waiting for people to come get him when they've got a plan to do something.
And I think I just got back from the wander at the same time as Opal came back with her new pet rat, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it was the two of you kind of came in at the same time. Haston had just finished the conversation with this Drow. Samson was upstairs, and then Bess and Rünlák were kind of just sat at table eating and just getting themselves together. That's where we left off.
Yeah, okay. Rünlák, do me a favor and go and get your bunkmate, please.
I have to.
Time is of the essence. Bitte. Schnell, come on.
Kind of.
Go.
Just fucking the stairs.
And like Haston's like
Samson.
looking every window, every door. I'm trying to like listen out for sounds of people sneaking on up. Looking like a right paranoid prick right now. Just.
Are you just looking, or do you actually want to?
I would like to look with a roll.
Yeah. Roll perception check.
Oh, great! It's not terrible. 17.
Looking around, it seems. From where you are, it doesn't seem like anyone's watching you. It doesn't seem to be anything unusual. Everyone who was in the bar is still there. No one's kind of got up and left mysteriously. It does. Listening outside, it does seem to be a little bit more bustly, but relatively to the surface, it's still like pretty quiet. Like just every now and then, you just hear the odd person walk past, the odd creature, humanoid.
You have time. And he kind of like will lower his voice and whisper to Bess specifically. I have been informed it is time for us to move along. Let the others.
Why?
Let the others know quietly, and we will leave without looking in a fuss. And Haston will kind of like try and look a bit more relaxed as he sips his really shitty ale, and still kind of like watching all the windows, trying to keep his head on a swivel.
That's fine.
Do I notice his strange alertness?
I mean, he's not
He's not subtle.
he's not subtle about being quiet and speaking on the down low.
All right. I'm just gonna sort of look around, like having been completely oblivious to any danger at all and been quite chilled, to suddenly being a bit like, and I'm just gonna take what cutlery would I have been given with my food?
You would have just been given a wooden spoon.
I'm gonna just put my hand on the table and like put the wooden spoon up my sleeve, and lean back and just survey the room, and then I'll who's nearby.
So sat at your table is Rünlák, and then just kind of coming in would have been Bess and Opal and Alethia.
Yeah, I think Haston just sent Rünlák upstairs to grab Samson.
Oh yeah. So kind of near you would be Alethia and Opal.
I'll go over to them, be like, "Hey guys, what the shit have you got there?"
Look at me. I just found her on the way back in.
You. And he's fluffy. And Opal goes down and starts scratching his ears, and he rolls over and she's just rubbing his belly, like scratching his belly in the middle of the floor.
Gross.
It's kind of cute. It's very fluffy.
It's very nice.
Oh dear God. Okay, whatever. I think we need to go. Grab your rat.
On hearing Rünlák knocking on the door, Samson sweeps the used tissues off the bed.
Oh,
Oh,
tissues!
God.
come on.
Who is it?
Who gave him the room with the mirror?
I'm glad I was gone.
Who's out there, man? Is that you, Rünlák?
I wish it wasn't.
Oh, you
We need to
come in
go.
there. It's cool now.
Get cleaned up, meet me downstairs, we need to go.
We need to go.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, Samson gathers his shit together, wipes the mirror clean, and comes downstairs, excited.
Oh, he's already done
We
the
did.
upstairs.
Hey.
Sorry for that.
God.
Oh.
Oh, Samson! Rünlák! Hello, good to see you. Samson, you look tired for some reason.
Ask.
Well, no, it's a relaxing time. It's good.
Hmm.
Hey, Opal, cheers for that mirror that you gave me. Good.
You're welcome. Do you like my rat?
No?
Oh. No.
And Opal, for once, is so unbothered by what everybody else thinks because she's just so in love with her new pet.
Is the bat still in my pocket?
Yeah, the bat is still there.
What was the bat's name?
Boris.
Boris.
Oh,
Cool.
Boris 2.0, because the first one buggered off.
Well, is it not Boris
Sort of the second
3.0?
Boris Jr. I apparently have a
Yeah,
bat.
this is technically the third. This is the third
Oh.
bat.
Boris the third.
Yes.
A bat. Opal has a bat that Haston has in his pocket. It is technically still Opal's bat.
Uh-huh.
Not
It
willingly.
doesn't like you, though.
Willingly.
No, I know, but we're gonna make it a thing.
Don't send me back, please.
Haston,
Yeah.
Rünlák was saying that we had to go, that you seemed like there was a sense of urgency or something.
Yeah,
Have you got a
it's
plan?
such a good day. I thought we could go for a walk and I will show you the sights. In fact, I found ourselves a lovely tour guide recently. And I look over to the drow at the other table. Isn't that right, friend?
He just looks at you and just. Just kind
Opal
of.
walks
Yeah, he looks real fucking hospitable, mate.
Oh yeah, he's a great tour guide. He's lived here for a very long time. He's happy to show us.
He just gets up and walks over to you. Just. I did say not to trust anyone.
Which is why I'm not going to leave you alone here.
Touche.
Ship this.
Follow me. He just starts walking out.
And I will follow. I will translate for him. He does not speak much common.
Rünlák. Who's the
Huh?
drow?
I don't fucking know. Some guy. I don't know.
Opal,
I just lean
Opal's
over
been-
to Samson. I just lean over to
Opal's-
Samson and say, "It's. I think this must be another of Haston's conquests."
God.
Yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cool. Go outside.
Opal sort of realizes at the last second that everyone else is leaving because she's been too busy talking to the rat. And then she gets up and does a wee, "Come on!" and runs after them with a wee rat galloping behind her, right at her heels.
The wee rat.
With a big rat.
2 feet
Yeah,
long.
it's not a wee rat.
Size of a child.
Pretty
big.
solid
To be
rat.
fair, the rat is probably half the size of Opal because she's only 5'3", so
Yeah, the rat is at least 2.5 foot long.
Man, we should have called it Chongosaurus
tail.
Rex.
Friggin' ride that down the street.
Fucking,
Called it-
fucking chonky
You've called
boy.
it too big.
Oh, you could have gotten the gnome to ride it.
Yes, don't you give me
Ah.
ideas. I can shift it to something that would be hilarious riding on top of that rat.
What, a normal-sized rat?
Probably.
A normal-sized cat.
Or something.
But
Anyway, yeah, so we are walking, following, what's his name? Stockwell. Nope, that's the...
Yes, was Stockwell.
Oh, Stockwell, yeah.
Yeah, he just as you all leave, he's just waiting outside. Just says, "Come." He starts walking around the winding streets. He takes you up further north, almost like to the boundaries of the cavern. But built into the cavern, it looks to be a staircase. He takes you and just looks, says, "I still want to follow."
He says that there is wondrous sights to be seen down these stairs.
It's up. It's up. It's not down. It's
Up these stairs. I think, Van in Rome.
It's the wondrous sight up the stairs to see a big-ass cliff that we then get pushed over.
Or
Maybe.
is it...
Could be cool.
So, Haston,
Yeah.
go cliff
can you
down.
ask him if he knows... Insert name of guy we're here to look for because I don't have my notebook with me.
No.
Crescendo.
Volo. Oh no,
Crescendo.
Volo's coming to us.
No.
Yeah.
Volo's
We're
throne
here.
man.
Mein Freund, do you know a man by the name of Crescendo?
How about you follow me? No.
Okay. He says there was something in the air that night as I start following up the stairs. The stars were bright. I think he mentioned Crescendo, yeah.
And he as you speak quite loudly to the rest of the group, he just turns his head and just says,
Oh, there is a lot of wildlife up here, so we have to be quiet.
Opal.
All right, yeah, on we go, I guess.
goes up the stairs. He takes
Yeah.
you he takes you just up one level, up to the middle level. So it's like there's no railings, so be careful. As he leads you around.
He says that they don't accept liability for any deaths that occur on the stairs. There's no handrails. There's no handrails. Be careful. I'm trying to be
Yeah, so
true.
as you're as he's leading you along, he takes you to the almost like the complete opposite side. Takes you to the south, northeast, never straight away, southwesterly end where there seems to be a lot more abandoned buildings in this space. He leads you in. He just opens the door to one of them, and there's a small bedroll set up. And just goes, "You coming in?"
Wait, if we just followed you guys along to Haston's booty call here, should we leave? We can leave you guys to
No,
it.
it's not what it
Like the,
looks like.
the four wheels.
After you, friend. We will follow after you.
No, follow
I'm
me.
more
in.
interested
The inn's still just in the stairs.
Yeah. I'm more interested in eating that bread roll.
The bed roll, not
Ah.
bread roll, not bread roll, bed roll.
The fucking big bread roll.
There's
That would be worth
it's an
trying,
empty
to
room
be
apart
fair.
from a singular bread roll on the floor.
Oh, what's the problem?
I'm sorry,
Somebody
like,
steal your sweet
wild
roll.
animals.
We need to get that on a t-shirt. I'm more interested in eating the bread roll.
Yeah, Haston would start ushering everyone in except for Rünlák. He'd like put like a little hand gently on Rünlák's, I guess, elbow. Hang outside. I don't want the door to close on us. Be wary. And he would go
I'm
inside.
just meant to fucking sit out here.
Yeah. Yeah, just yeah. You can see us. It's not a big distance. Just be cool.
Can I'll cast as we're going over. Can I wait? Does disguise self work on if I cast it on him?
What, I'm
Or
really?
is that not how it works?
There's a word. There's a word in the spell name there.
Yeah, I know.
What, you guinea pig? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. I was thinking of just like making you look like a really big goblin or something.
Why, there's
You
the
look like,
biggest goblin I
armored
ever did see.
dragonborn.
Yes.
You could just fucking sit turned out here and make him bigger. Don't need to fucking turn me into a goblin.
It's just the fact that you're this big, like armored dragon man. Like,
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deterrent.
alright, yeah.
So yeah, Haston will step in, but he's only like just in at the doorway. He's not like one to put too much distance between him and Rünlák.
Okay. Is everyone stepping in apart from Rünlák? If he is obeying what Haston says.
yeah, Rünlák could just ignore me. What am I gonna do? I'm a wizard. I'm pretty weedy.
I'll stand outside, but I'll have like my hammer in hand, like head to the floor, just my hands on top of it, kind of standing there.
Looking pretty bodyguardish. I like it. So
Just a beast.
No,
So
night, pal.
as you all walk in, there's just a solitary stool as well next to the bed roll.
Samson was hungry. He heard what he wanted.
And he takes a seat and says, I'm sorry. He's speaking in common now. I'm sorry, I have no other chairs. But
It's okay.
Yeah, nice place you got here.
take a seat on the floor if you wish.
I am good standing. Standing is good for you. For sitting too much is hazardous to oneself.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who didn't get my name is Stockwell. I have lived here not long, but long enough. Just keeping low. Not welcome in many other circles, but I couldn't help hearing what you were talking about yesterday with the barkeep. You were being very secretive. And I just want to know, why are you here?
We are seeking a man named Crosando, apparently.
Yes, I think you made that very clear on your way here. That's why I told you to shut up.
Yeah.
Because from what I get from just looking at you, we don't get many of, well, of course, we get your kind here, but the rest of you not so much. So you're obviously here for some kind of doing.
You can say that.
So if your mission is to find Crosando, I've heard whispers, stories of this man. None of them turn out too well.
How much did the information cost us?
Call it 100 gold. If you don't have that, then
Fuck off.
then I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Not giving out sexual favours today, thank you very much.
I didn't mean that.
Hey, I didn't have an accent. That was me to myself.
This is as much as this is a town of high cost and a very much a place of high cost from top to bottom. And by that I mean level 1 through all the way down. If you can, I will give you information, and you can take it as you will. If you can just do a few things for me, I'm happy for you to come back and do those at some time. But I will hold you to your word that you will come back.
I think we have.
Kind of thing.
I think we have enough gold to just buy it outright. No?
Oh, hang on a second. What kind of things?
Just errands, you know.
You should.
Would you-
People I don't like.
Oh, you want us to kill people?
Yeah, this is Skullport. It's
People
not.
don't just die for nothing. There's always a reason.
Cool.
So,
Hmm.
what will it be? The gold or the favor?
People.
Us.
What was that? I heard people, and that was it.
I don't think you can hear us very well. How many people do you want us to kill?
Depends on the type of person.
Now, and in terms of the money, would you accept something that's worth 100 gold?
Depends what such item is. What are you thinking of?
A gem, perhaps?
Or what about something rare?
Depends, again. Depends what it is.
And I pull out with great flourish this small metal instrument of unknown use. I'm just like, and I make a big performance of it being this, like, ooh, yeah. And I do, I make the. Is there any lights or candles nearby
No,
in this room?
it's just dark.
Damn. Okay. I'll.
I knew where you were going. It was a good idea, but there's no candles in this room, sadly.
It's just pitch black.
I'll use my prestidigitation to sort of make it appear to sparkle a little bit
He
as I
takes
turn
it
it around
off.
and like, and I keep focusing on it to do this, and
take-
I also try as he's holding it, as it goes into his hand, I want it to like chill, to get like cold and then warm.
He just takes a look at it and goes, "Do you know what this is?"
Of course I do. The question is, do you know what it is?
Well, I know. I know exactly what this is.
Then
And to say it is worth 100
Biggest-
gold is an insult.
you
the
obviously
biggest
don't
game
know
of
what it
both
is, and I go to grab it off him again.
This
Well,
is where we
yours
have.
This is obviously not. You obviously do not know what it is. Would you like me to just tell you? So you are not made,
Please, I want to know
made
what
to look
it is.
foolish. It is an instrument for guided application of oils and lubricants of the metallic kind.
What?
It is
Basically,
essential. It's half
got
a
some
syringe. No, it's empty. There's nothing in it, but it's like a round thing, and then it's got a tube, and there's like some spinny things. It's kind of like a gyroscope, but for putting oil and lubricant on things. Make things run smoother.
I know. I grab it off him and stuff it back in my pocket.
And Opal goes back to her previous suggestion. What about a gem that's worth 100 gold?
I'll be perfectly honest, there's not much I can do with gems down here. People
can't
don't tend to trade in gems.
If everybody gives me 15 gold pieces, I will front the rest of the cost.
Yeah, fuck it.
It is. I don't see why we are haggling. He has information, or if he doesn't, then we will kill him. This is Skullport. People do not die for nothing.
Bold.
Isn't that right, sir?
Exactly. People do not. I would say it's true for everywhere. People do not die for nothing. There's always a reason.
Opal hands over her 15 gold to Haston.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Rünlák, I need 15 gold off of you too.
But I suppose this is helping us get something to do, so...
I didn't even know about this quest until we got here.
No, fuck off. 15 gold.
Everybody else is paying. Do not be cheap.
I throw him the coins. Just at him.
That's such a petty thing to do. Why would you do this?
It's my fucking money.
It's not my quest. It is our friend's quest. I assume it is yours too.
It's not my quest.
You're so childish for such a large creature. I pick up the coins.
Man. Rünlák, I think you need to find your center, bro.
Like,
I thought you were meant to be kind of a spiritual dude. This is very aggro.
Opal just elbows Bess and goes, "Who's the baby of the group now? Because it's not me anymore, is it?" And then goes back to her rat on the floor and just like
Can
scratches
I ask
his ear.
one thing? Can I ask if I hear Opal saying that?
Of course.
I hand over the 100 gold pieces.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I gave you the 15 as well.
I'm like just nudging and kind of saying it like slyly to Bess.
15?
No, I can't hear it. It's pretty quiet. So you hand over the 100 gold. Just, thank you.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting the gold. It's quite nice. Nice to have gold.
Yes, I'm sure you can hire another contract killer.
Exactly. People do not die for nothing. As well as people do not kill for nothing. Goes both ways. So, you're Crosando. I've heard whispers that you was coming here for meet with the Xanathar Guild. Rather unsuccessfully, by the sounds of things. But I do not know more of his whereabouts. I do not know of his corpse, but I do know where the Xanathar Guild here is based, where they operate from. So, if you would, I don't know if you want to try and find his body, or who knows, he might just be imprisoned.
It is a lead. It is more than we had before.
Yeah. Let's scope out let's tell us where the Xanathar guilds are then, and we maybe can do some recce over there.
Second, I really feel that wasn't a good amount of information for 100 gold pieces.
Well, if you wait, I would tell you the rest of the information.
Well,
I'm done.
Okay. Well, you sounded like you were done, so maybe you shouldn't take such big pauses.
Well, people started asking me questions.
It is also a seller's market open.
So, you see that island over there? And you just there's a small window that just kind of points over to the island that you saw coming in.
Mm-hmm.
That is where they mainly operate. They have scouts roaming the island almost constantly. It's pretty well secure, but with the right how do we say? What's the word? Like documents and that kind of stuff.
Identifications?
Yeah, with the right identification, then you might just about squeeze through.
It is okay, common is not my first language either.
It's okay.
Would it be perhaps a Xanthar Guild passkey? Would that perhaps
Maybe
cross the line?
that might work.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never tried to go over there, but
What did you
If
say?
you,
Xanthar Guild what? Passkey. Do we have one of those?
I do in my backpack.
Oh.
but that might prove very useful.
It's a good thing we carry around such a hoarder with us.
It definitely is a Xanthar Guild pass key.
Yes, because it opened the door, the secret Xanthar Guild door, on level 2.
Sounds like we are better equipped than we first thought.
What other kind of identification might we need?
A good story.
A good
Show of
story.
support.
Ooh, I like a good story.
I dislike where this is going.
I mean, you have already been quite loud-mouthed already, so they might already know you're here. So I'm
That
just
is my agree.
What?
Thank
Okay,
you.
guys,
Beg
I'm
your
just
pardon.
spitballing here, but what about if we say like a story? What about if we go in as like a performer group?
Again.
We're not. I don't want
Again.
to put that. It smells.
No, those costumes were not good. They were the wrong.
No, we're not going as the Undertakers. They were a bunch of hacks. No, we'll craft our own program. We'll do something amazing, and I mean, obviously, Alderek choreograph
Point
and
of point.
MD.
point.
But
Bess, it is lovely to see you passionate about something. But do I look like an actor to you?
So we need to make a program,
there's
an
space for
actual
everyone
show,
on the stage.
uniforms.
When I was a child, I was too bad an actor to be allowed to play a tree.
We're not. I don't want to poop on this parade here, but
Poop
Oh,
on
please,
it.
shit all over it.
do we not maybe think that our pal here said that a show of support?
Yeah, I heard
maybe if
show of support. Yeah.
Yeah, Bess, I know that's your trigger word, but perhaps if we came with some prisoners or something like that, and we're making like a petition to join the Xanthar Guild or something like that, that might fly better than saying, "Hey, we're here to do a show."
I was the loudest. Perhaps if you take me in. I've been here before as well.
Actually, like slide turd behind me so that everyone forgets he's there. We're not sacrificing turd.
I have been heard asking about certain things. Maybe perhaps you as a group took the initiative. Got me drinking and then took me prisoner. I'm sure I can be bound and gagged. Then I don't have to hack.
We could also claim to have joined the guild up above, which is why we have this key, and we're like just reporting for duty or something.
And when they throw me in the dungeons, I can look for Cassandra there while you smooth your way through the security.
So, out of curiosity, do any of you know much about the guild?
I know nothing.
They're slavers?
Not quite.
And slaves.
Oh.
Someone of us.
This is just a small part. They are a very large group, quite big in number. As it is coined in the name, they follow Xanthar. Quite a spectral overseer. It's not a group that I would toy with lightly. I think Crescendo was possibly quite foolish to try and meet with them. And I don't want you going in to kill yourself, so maybe not saying that you have already joined, because to have joined, you would have had to have met the man. Well, I say man. The creature.
Then you are hopeful applicants, and you have brought me to be sold into slavery, for I was asking the wrong questions. Sounds plausible.
I don't think that we should
Really want
all.
me bound, don't you?
I don't think that we should all say that we want to join. I think we should pick 1 or 2 people who can quite clearly demonstrate their skills, and then the rest of us could hide, and then in case they need backup, we're there.
I do not like the idea of splitting us up any further than we need to. There's no
No.
telling what support we will need.
Not splitting us up, just sneaking.
I mean, he said security was tight. Perhaps our best bet is to go in as a united front as possible. I mean, if you put me in the dungeon, and I can, at very worst, kill a half-starved slave and, have a bodyguard beside me. I would not like doing such a thing, but if it was necessary, then it would be necessary. But,
Or Abigail and I could follow overhead by shifting to a raven. Abigail and I could spy. Could get through the bars and the windows. Could
do you
bring
perhaps...
you to get out of the dungeon.
Alethia, could you perhaps turn into a bat?
Yes.
Boris!
I have one in my pockets that could do with some company.
And Opal nudges Bess and snickers and goes, she's going to go in his pocket. Bet she'll like that.
And I can dismiss Abigail and bring her back to me. And I kind of click my fingers and she just... whenever I wish.
Okay.
Well,
So she's never too far away from... What was that, Opal? Sorry.
sorry, I said I could take Abigail if you're taking the bat.
I need her to be within a certain distance from me. I will keep her in her pocket plane. But when it is time, I can summon her back and look through her eyes and find you all. And then Alethia and I can come and make our way back to you. Or she can lead you to us, depending on what the situation calls for.
Would it be an idea, or perhaps more than one of us to be a slave? Because if I went with you, then we're the two that are most likely to be able to break out in terms of what we have at our arsenal versus everyone else.
You don't exactly look like a member of the Xanthar Guild,
No.
or a potential member.
Depends on whether you have had a dealing with the Xanathar Guild before, sis. I am the
No.
newest member to your party, and so there is a chance that they would not recognize me as part of you.
But also, I could quite easily be your apprentice.
Yeah, that is true.
And we could have discussing your particular talent in the bar, and then these guys overheard us and could take us both.
Asking about Crossando for a fresh
Yes.
corpse.
This sounded good. I mean, I
Yes.
think we could with Bess, with her gift for the gab, as it were, to help get us past these, get us in. And then Rünlák and I are just the
The muscle.
Yeah.
And Opal takes the Xanthar passkey out of her bag and hands it to Bess. And goes, I think it makes the most sense for you to have this.
So Rünlák, we're gonna be Bess's bitches.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Riveting.
Rünlák, you do not seem happy with this arrangement.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine.
You're sounding
No, it's
less
great.
happy by the second, my friends.
Oh, it's fine. I'm down 15 gold and now I'm just
But now we have a plan, and we are further along than where we started. Is this not good?
Yeah, and I'm down 15 gold. Cool, sick, awesome.
I'm certain we're about to kill some people where you can make your money back.
Well, Stockwell, do you have anything, you've been listening in? Sound like it might work? Any other useful tidbits before we get on our merry way?
I mean, it sounds like a plan.
Whether
it works is yet to be seen.
So, what am I saying? If I'm kind of doing the chat here, what? I'm a little bit lost. Are we saying? Am I rocking in and I'm like, hey, big boy, here's some dude who was asking some questions, sticking his nose in some places.
Are you asking what your motivation is, Bess?
You
Yeah.
need to seduce them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you
Let
have
me-
the pass key. You don't really need to.
Let me paint the scene for you. You are new to Skullport.
bard.
You have heard tale of the Xanathar Guild as a way to get ahead. You're a bard seeking great adventure, but have found yourself into the seedy underworld. You're seeking to climb the ranks and make your way and make a name for yourself. And you know the Xanathar Guild are a secretive group. And you come across two people asking you the wrong kind of questions. You see an opportunity. And you strike. You have a passkeys that you found and were on your way to return to the Xanathar Guild. That is what put you on this path to begin with. And now you've found the perfect opportunity to ingratiate yourself.
And you've got your two bitches.
And your
And
two
you're-
bitches.
And you're willing to do anything that you need to get ahead.
Anything
To the
you are
point
comfortable with doing.
To the point where, on the understanding that I will get some health back from someone, you may strike me when we get there in order to prove yourself if needed.
Can I strike you?
No. Just Bess.
Well, that's not anyone.
Okay.
That's just Bess.
I'm coming round.
Roll with the 15 gold if I can hit Haston.
Stockwell,
Fucking try it, bitch.
before we go, anywhere around here that does freshly baked bread rolls? Because I've just got a hankering in my head.
I don't know anywhere at all that does freshly baked bread rolls.
Yeah, it's very weird. When I was here, I did not see a single bakery.
I mean,
People-
there is a butcher, but
It's mostly meat and mushrooms, my friend.
yeah.
Shit.
In real life,
You're
I
right.
You have some
want to
of your
put some
Germanic
garlic bread in the oven now. You put a thought in my head.
Big mushroom
Sorry.
for shape it into like a bread.
Garlic bread
Like
till
cross in
I'm
the middle.
dead.
Opal goes up to Bess and looks her quite sincerely in the eyes and goes, I mean it. If you need to hurt me, then you can hurt me. But also, don't let the boys do any talking because they're a bit dim.
Agreed.
I'm not listening to this because clearly I'm the exception. Thank you very much.
And then she cuddles up to her rat for a wee moment and then sort of says to Haston, shall we have a conversation about things that I should know so that if they ask me any questions about you, I have some answers that sound believable?
Yeah, what do you think is important to know?
Well, you found your apprentice. We need to work out in what way and what I do.
Sure. As my apprentice, you would typically help me in day-to-day tasks and with experiments and new spells that I am creating. I apprenticed under a wizard back in Steppenhall, where I was born. He was a conjuration wizard, but he knew, obviously, other things too. I was initially to be trained in conjuration, but that never happened. And I am what you would call a hemomancer and necromancer. A necromancer is probably what suits me best. You would typically probably act as my nurse during surgeries and when I am treating patients, which is something that I would sometimes do to earn a bit of extra coin. I have no family. So, yeah.
You have no family.
No family.
Also have no family. So, and we could just say that I came across you and thought that your branch of magic was different, and I wanted to explore it.
You are newly graduated, yeah? He says, gesturing to the uniform.
And she goes, yeah. Because she's trying to be as if she's picking up little bits.
Let us say that you came to me to learn medicine, and we unlocked your other talents more by accident and shifted the focus of your apprenticeship. Was sounds weird, Rünlák.
I'll talk about it.
With a far-off look in your eyes, as if you're seeing used tissues quickly falling to the ground. Are you okay?
There's some smudges in the mirror that I don't want to talk about.
What? I look around for a mirror.
There's like
It's,
nothing here.
it's different.
Hey, looking for a mirror, man.
That just
I
I've got one
wonder.
here.
If there's a way. No, I don't think there is.
No. Well, should we get on our merry way?
Yeah, I think that would be for the best. The less time I have to think about this, the less in my head I will be. I have big performance anxiety. Please just rough me up and tie me up so I cannot fuck it up.
Do the Xanthar Guild have anything against goblins?
I mean, they're kind of made up of goblinoids and humanoids, so
Turd is going to be okay.
it won't be out of place, no.
Okay. I was getting a little bit worried about him.
Are they like
Precious.
one? Are they like specific races, or is it just any humanoids?
Roll a intelligence check.
Oh no.
Oh no, 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 no.
TikTok has ruined me because that's exactly what jumped in my head.
16.
16. From what you've seen, it's mainly like humans and like human types, if that makes sense. So halves of things, but mainly humans, half orcs. But then you've seen like bugbears, goblins. That's all you've really seen.
I might be fine.
So, who is going to rough me up and tie me up?
Got some manacles.
Because I had an idea. I don't think that you should mention anything about the fact that I can do magic, because they're going to disarm us, and if they know I do magic, then they might try and find some way to stop me from doing it.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. They will probably keep me bound and gagged. It's probably best days to think of my apprentice.
If I just pretend to be, just kind of helpless.
Yeah, you are my nurse. You are assistant in my surgeries and apprentice in all things medical. That is all you do. Good. Okay, I am ready.
I do want to distract from this cunning plan that we've come up with, but I just remembered. What do we do with that throne?
Oh yeah, Haston and Charleston are not Haston.
Shit.
I have Haston. It is being guarded. It is being guarded. Remember?
In the tavern, or
Yeah.
The tavern.
yeah, it's in the tavern.
And
Cool.
remember, it's just in the bar.
No, I had the undead carry it up to the room.
To the room. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Do we want to leave
We have still
Turd
got it
there?
painted, right?
It might be
We
best.
could send Turd and my rat back there. Turd could ride him as long as he's nice to him.
So, what do you think of that?
I'll do anything for my mistress. Anything for
Well, you and Bess have a lot in common.
Nothing for you. Nothing for you.
Yeah. Okay. Alethia. Alethia.
Loath to let him out of my sight. I've had this horrible feeling that we send him off with the rat and something happens on the way.
You're gonna fall off the cliff and die.
We can chaperone them back towards the tavern. And
It's on the way anyway.
on the way, you peel off and you take them to the room, turn into the bat, crawl in my pocket, and we will make a show of Bess and her goons waylaying me and Opal into an alleyway by the tavern, beating us a little senseless and taking us.
Okay. That's fine.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, you can punch me.
See, for you, silly boy.
Is that a question for me?
DM. Yeah.
Yeah.
See the manacles that I've got that are like bounding, like to bound things. Can they be
Yeah.
used as like handcuffs? Are they like chain
I
linked
mean,
together?
manacles are handcuffs. Yeah.
Ye old,
Okay. Oh, right. Okay.
ye old
handcuffs.
handcuffs.
Like the metal ones. They're just the big steel
Yeah.
ones.
They're not pink fluffy ones, are they?
No.
Well,
I got some of
I
those.
thought you might like them. I have them for later.
Samson wants to talk
just
to
wanted
you.
check.
Look,
Alethia.
we've got a lubrication applicator. We've got
Oh,
pink
no.
fluffy hand.
Yeah, an
Great.
old fucking rusty syringe. I think will pass.
Alethia, could you ask to look after my rat for me while we're gone? Because if I ask him, he's just going to be mean.
Yeah, that is accurate. Bird, when we drop you off at the inn, can you please make sure that the rat, who is yet to be named, is okay?
I'll do anything for my mistress. Anything for my mistress.
Then I
I'll make
can-
sure the rat is okay. I'll try not to eat it, mistress.
Yeah, please don't eat him.
I thought you were gonna say
Not
that.
eat you, mistress.
If it comes down to you or the rat, save yourself. Because
Kill
you're
the rat to
one
run.
too valuable.
Because you're worth £50 to me alive, motherfucker.
I will try my best, mistress. I'll keep myself safe, mistress.
Let's keep yourself safe. The rat
Shit
safe.
goes down. Just tell the rat to run.
Sacrifice the rat if you need to.
I crouch down by the rat and I whisper to the rat, remember, keep Turd hidden. Keep it safe.
God.
Oh man,
All the
it's
wizards.
gonna be interesting.
I've got a lot of wizard jokes lined up, boys and girls. You're in for a ride.
And Opal just goes up to Bird and goes, "Thank you."
I'm assuming he just like, spits at her foot and walks away or something.
I am.
Yeah, well, as you come up to her, up to him, to say thank you. He just looks you up and down. Just... And that's all he does.
Right, shall we get going?
Well, it's progress, yeah.
It's fucking troll. Ugh.
It's progress. He's,
I think that's the nicest he's ever been to me, to be
Well, I
honest.
want to say goblin, but he is a goblin.
He is a goblin, yeah. You would be right there.
Opal goes, "Come on, rat," and goes to get him to follow her again, and he trots up, and he's sort of, I imagine that he's sort of, when she's walking, he sort of pokes his little head sort of through her legs and just walks behind her, like,
Yeah, kind of cute.
and like
Also
darts
grim.
around her feet. Like just does like circles around her feet and runs away and comes back, like just like a puppy. I imagine him to be like a puppy. You know what I mean?
Sounds like a fucking huge rat, right?
To be fair, they're very affectionate creatures.
They are
Yeah.
very affectionate creatures.
They're
This one
lovely.
is
Yeah, but this
also
thing's
2.5
this-
feet long, so
Yeah.
it's not that small.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna reach
Oh,
circles
no.
around your feet without tripping you up.
No, but that's part of the thing. That's going to be one of the things, is that if he did it to anybody else, they'd fall. But because Opal skips a lot and like darts about herself,
Yeah, that's true. She just jumps a
They
little
just
fucker.
kind of avoid
On the
her,
rat.
like by a whisker every time.
Mulligan down the street.
Yeah, she's definitely found her soulmate in this little rat who's got big rat.
I'm like over. I've like kind of removed myself from the main group, and I'm just over in a side of the room, essentially like doing like silent like acting. I don't know, just like practicing my lines and my story,
Ready.
and trying different like walks that make me look tough.
So,
Down,
do you
shoulder.
have a plan, or are you just going to stay in my house all day?
We have a plan, but also we might stay in your house all day. We have not decided yet.
That's
Do
fine.
we need we've had a rest recently, have we?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
woke up basically.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like an hour since you woke up.
Okay, that's fine.
If
That's fine.
if I find out that any information that you might have picked up on has made its way to the Xanathar Guild ahead of us, there will be dire consequences.
But nothing would have come from me.
I appreciate
Dire.
it.
That.
And despite your advice, I kind of trust you on that matter at the very least. If only because it would be bad for business.
Trust is a dangerous thing.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Samson, I talked over you. What was that?
Yeah. Onward.
Yeah, on foot.
Onward.
Kapla.
In the absence of
Cool. So as you, so just to be, just so I'm clear on not the plan. I know the plan. Are you walking away as a group and then getting everyone ready, or are they ready now?
No, I think
walking
that
away
me,
and getting ready.
Rünlák, and Samson should walk separately from
Yeah.
Haston and
No,
Opal
yeah.
for sure.
Haston and
I could
Opal
be-
would probably take the lead. Well, not take the lead, but like walk ahead so it looks like you're tailing us. And then Alethia can
Well-
deposit the rat in the turd. She can drop the kids off at the
If
pool.
it works,
put the kids off at the inn.
Yeah.
if it works, I can put manacles on Haston's and Opal's.
I'll do that when you're beating me in the alleyway,
It
dude.
really seem like it.
So can I just be clear? Alethia is going into the inn to drop a turd.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. Das ist
Going
richtig.
in to drop
that is
it.
correct. Yeah.
She's dropping a turd on what appears to be a large log.
I just had a thought. If you're beating, the life out of me and Haston before we go, then I think that if there comes an opportunity where you have to prove yourself as such, don't use Haston. Use something that is low hitting.
I can take it.
But they use something that's low hitting. If they're asked to kill someone, as long as they don't crit on me,
Yeah.
then they can kill me without me actually
No
going anywhere.
promises.
What about if we just put some of the makeup on you?
Yeah. Well, Bess, can you do like a reverse prestidigitation and like?
I can. I definitely can. I can
Carry them
soil
Or just
things.
makeup.
Soiling on bruises is not the same thing, but yeah, sure, we'll have to dirty us anyway. And also, look at Rünlák. I've never seen him so happy as he stands there ominously, not too far away from me, eyeing me like a pre-surprised chicken. I
Like
can't
cracking knuckles.
I can't rob him of this. Just avoid the face. Now let's go before it gets
Can't hit him. I'll just
too
throw
late in
dirt
the
his
day.
face just.
Ah, my eyes! There was glass in the dirt!
Okay, so as you make your way down through in your various groups down towards the inn, Roll a perception check. Whoever is helming for a alleyway. Is it? It's also easy enough to take Turd and the rat back to the inn, so we won't worry about that. Easy enough.
I
Right, so-
roll-
It's.
Sorry.
Is it me and Haston, and then also?
yeah, so whoever's at the front.
Oh shit, that's me and Opal.
That's me and Haston, so I got an 11.
11. Okay. Haston, you can roll as well.
So I want to have a quick
21.
word with the bar tiefling when I go in. Just to...
Okay, so we'll quickly just do that.
Open up, drop
So
a turret,
you walk in with Turd and the rat.
Mm.
So same kind of clientele.
Yeah, so I pop them up in the room, just make sure they're all there, comfy, locked in, have everything they need. Go back down, have a wee quiet word with the bar tiefling, and offer her what's a reasonable amount of coinage for her to keep an eye on them and make sure that they're okay and nothing bad happens to them.
Too much.
Well, it depends on what you're asking of me.
Can you babysit my kids?
You babysit the kids, basically. Make
If
sure
you
they-
want-
Promised they're mine.
make sure they have, enough food, enough water. We crack a window so
Walks
because
twice
it
a
gets
day.
hot in the car.
If you've got like a sort of bat and ball for Turd, that'd be good.
How many days?
A toy.
Pay you for 2 days just now, and if there's anything more than that, I'll pay you time and a half when I get back.
Let me think. How much is the price of a room? The room is 5 gold per day. So adding in, so if that's the room for 2 days, that's 10 gold in itself, and then an additional 2 gold for water and food.
Have you not already paid for the rooms?
You were paying per day.
I can't bankroll you guys that much. I ain't your sugar daddy.
No, it's okay, I got it.
We're fucking
that,
acting
5?
like you get.
So
Do you want to start paying
Yeah.
more of your own way, Rünlák?
12 gold. Shake her hand, thank her, and go back and join the rest of the group. But I'm
Yeah,
not
so
gonna-
just before you leave, she as she's handing over the gold, she just goes, "Good luck on whatever the day takes you, wherever the day takes you."
Thank you. I'm a little bit sus, but I'm just gonna go with it. It's kind of as I'm walking. And as I go outside, I'm not gonna go to the alley. I'm gonna kind of hang back, but I can sort of still see what's happening, but I'm not going to join them so that I know when I should be shifting into Mibat form.
Okay. Haston, with your 21, you managed to find a small alleyway, quite secluded, but not entirely. It's not a dead end, so there is an entrance from both ways, but there is kind of a corner. There is a corner, so can be seen from 2 angles, but easily watched.
Hey, Haston will give like a look over his shoulder, kind of like looking at Rünlák, eyes darting back towards the alleyway. So he leans in and whispers something to Opal, which amounts to very much I think we are being followed. Do not look back, just follow me. It'll be okay. And he kind of like starts picking up his pace a little bit and moving towards the alleyway.
Swaggering
just-
along with the other 2 as well.
Opal visibly tenses up, drops her head, and just sort of, all she can see is Haston's feet, and that's what she's following. Like, try and keep a lower profile.
Okay. What's everyone else doing? Well, I know what Alethea's doing. What are you doing, Bess?
Be swaggering along the road with my 2 goons and And then and just
all right.
just elbow, sort of click my fingers and point at them as if I'm being like that way.
That's
Follow
like
the Lord.
see? Me.
We're walking along like Hey, you're walking around an alleyway, see?
Yeah, this plan's gonna go flawlessly.
Oh yeah.
Samson takes the cue and starts to follow the other two down the alleyway.
Easily followed.
Easily
I'm gonna
followed.
go in last after the two of them, but I'm gonna like look up and down the street a few times.
Yeah, roll perception
And
check.
like, I'm not trying to be sly. I'm trying to look a little bit like I'm up to no good.
Yeah, roll a perception check and performance as well.
Excellent.
What would be
Perception
cool, but you
first.
want people to know that
18.
you're cool.
18. You see a few. Like just looking around, you see like a few drow, a few drugar, a couple bugbears, but it seems pretty. It's still a pretty quiet street.
Okay, performance is natural 20 plus 8, 28.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pretty like. And just kind of glide in.
The sound effects are included. You have a +8 for performance.
She's a bard.
Oh, she's literally
I
her
know, but
thing.
This is her
+8? +8?
Fuck yeah.
I mean, remember, Lynn had a +10 to his stealth.
Yeah. I think I went +5.
You fucking helped him though, did it?
And
Really
I
didn't
mean,
help him.
nobody found me.
It's
Yeah.
true.
You were so sneaky.
So sneaky,
So
they could
sneaky.
only find me when I was dead. Made myself sad. Haston will, like, seeing now that they're being followed and that the chase is on, would go to start running and try and deliberately aim himself into the corner.
Yeah.
As if he's heading for the exit, and kind of like worriedly just kind of like steps back as if second guessing it, as if waiting for something else out there. Basically backs himself into a corner.
Samson takes out his crossbow and casts light
You motherfucker.
casts it
Oh.
on the crossbow bolt.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to do a dexterity save.
that's okay.
Not
I
what I
know.
meant.
It casts light on Opal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Oh,
cast
that's
light on an
mean.
object.
That's me.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
And aims
Instant
just.
crits.
Well, no, he's aiming ahead of where Haston and Opal seem to be heading, and so he's not intending to hit them.
Cool.
Okay, so roll a roll an attack, and we'll go with if it is what are both your ACs?
12.
Mine is 14.
Okay, so we'll go with if it's above 16, then it hits if it's above 14, then it hits the wall. If it's below, you'll catch one of them.
All right.
Oh no.
There's got to be some kind of skill to
Yeah.
deliberately aiming like through them.
Oh no.
I've not seen what it is yet.
Oh,
Oh, it's not
I don't
come
like
up
where
yet.
this is going.
It's an 8.
An 8.
An 8. So
When you don't need to hit
As,
someone.
So as you as you try and shoot, it just kind of clips Haston in the shoulder. Roll damage.
3.
3 points of piercing damage to Haston, and as you get hit, it's like, ugh, and you kind of stumble forwards a bit as well.
And when he does that, because Opal's right behind him, not really looking up, she just kind of bumps into the back of him, and it kind of stumbles her backwards.
Nice.
Quick, Rünlák.
No.
Eat him.
And also now because you now have a bolt with light on it, all of your stuff is now disadvantaged. Haston.
Yeah, I'm blind and sore.
All your perception is disadvantaged.
Right.
Mm.
Rünlák,
Rhythm's kinda
get in
shit.
there while they're... Do your thing,
Yeah,
man.
I'm just like, yeah, get 'em, boys, and I'm like sort of standing in the alleyway, like trying to look like I'm sort of orchestrating things, but also slightly trying to hide from view what is actually happening, so that I don't know. I'm just trying to aid, and I'm also
Yeah.
just like trying to make noises bounce around the like alleyway so that people might
And the-
notice that there's a fight happening.
And a big ball of light.
Wow.
Yeah, Haston is just like clutching his shoulder, and Opal, get behind me. So only want our money. It is fine. And he starts like reaching for his coin purse.
I'm gonna play the mental game and bring out a battle axe and make it clang off the floor and start walking and dragging it and sending sparks off the battle axe as I'm slowly walking towards them,
We do not.
not
We,
breaking contact with either of them.
we will not resist. Take what you will. I
We're here
say-
for you, but
Probably looking at the wrong direction because I'm fucking blind.
Yeah.
You.
Opal just like very slyly from behind him repositions him so he's facing the right way.
Dankeschön.
Turns him by his shirt and his jacket, just like
What do you mean you are here for me?
we're here for you.
Just like, we're here for you, and yeah, sorry, carry on.
No. Follow the leader.
Yeah. I'm sort of trying to throw my voice a bit in this alleyway. Like, you've been up to no good. You shouldn't be flapping your gums about things you don't know anything about in this town. You're coming with us. Get 'em, boys!
As
And
Samson,
but as I'm doing this, I'm just like, I'm trying to like cast prestidigitation on both of them to make them look really like fucking dirty, and like I'm going to make a like I want to soil Opal's pants essentially to make it look like she's pissed herself.
Easy enough. Prestidigitation. Easy enough. Opal looks like she's pissed herself.
Suddenly very warm against my back.
Yeah, it's a very you're both scruffed up, look like you've been in quite the fight.
And I'm just looking at them like,
I cast Toll
As
the fucking dead on some fucker who's coming at me.
As I'm
Legit?
getting closer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I'm blind.
Legit.
Who are you casting Toll the Dead on?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, man.
Roll a d6,
Yeah.
and it will 1 and 2, Rünlák, 3 and 4, Samson, 5, 6, Bess.
Rünlák?
Rünlák, so cast Toll the Dead.
I don't know what it does. I'm totally
Wisdom save
Wisdom saving throw, please, my friend.
of 16 your DC stuff? 15?
14.
14.
You're a paladin. You should be
So I need
fine.
to pass a 14.
Pass
Yeah,
a
yeah.
14.
Wisdom save.
So that's +7 and then plus 2.
Did you roll
is
higher
15.
than a 7? Yeah, you make it. So
15.
you don't take any damage. But yeah, I just kind of like rummaging about finding the small kind of thing, making the quick hand gesture as a sonorous kind of boom, like reverberates throughout. And it fucking doesn't do shit, but like, you know, putting up the effect
Yeah.
of like trying to put up a fight. Yeah, it's loud as fuck.
So
Okay, enough of that. And
I'm-
grab his components.
Yeah.
It's good.
Rünlák, get the
Oh,
manacles out while he's disoriented.
Opal gets one of her daggers out and just like stands there, like this, shaking, with it in front of her, as if like she doesn't really know what to do with it. She was just given this as a just in case kind of thing, and she's thinking,
And Samson
Back.
looks at the little girl
Welcome back.
in front of him, and backhand unarmed strike. Boom.
Let's roll the attack. Yeah, 16 hits.
Oh.
Roll damage. Oh, it's whatever your what's your arm strike? 4 points of damage.
Why does your hand hurt more than your crossbow? What kind of pimp slap is this?
You're slapping Opal across the face.
and Opal is legitimately half the size of Samson. Never mind Rünlák. So he will get. So when she gets hit, she fully will go up in the air and kind of just crumple to the ground like a raggy doll. Like it'll just be like it'll slap her. She'll kind of go up in the air, hit the wall, and then just slide down it essentially.
Blasting off again.
Do you know what?
Seeing this, I'm just
That's
muttering
myself
to myself,
back.
"Fuck! I should have done some like state theater like combat lessons before we did this." All right, now grab their weapons. Come on, you don't have all
Has
day
anyone
and
hit
like
me yet?
nicking around.
I'm
Yeah, you got hit with
Oh,
the
cool.
crossbow.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. But Rünlák's about to end me.
So Haston's still standing. I'm
Yeah.
supposing.
Yeah.
So you've got all my
So
weapons.
as I've gotten close enough, I'm gonna like swing up my battle axe and grab it and then poke him with the end of it so he falls flat on his back.
Hey, blind. I'm not going to resist it. I just fall.
Yeah, you just fall down.
I'm just gonna
Manacles, boy.
foot on his chest and just hold the battle axe to his throat. Just have him. Just keep him there for a minute. It's dead silent. But I'm just like it's all good.
Wanku.
While Samson's taking Opal's weapons and she's sitting on the ground in a crumpled heap, being, de-armored essentially, she just is going to burst into tears, like big sobbing, like hot, wet face tears.
I hope you feel good about
Do you have two
this.
sets of manacles?
I didn't do shit. Touched you.
I've got to come.
Rünlák, do you have two?
Oh.
Do you have two sets of manacles or just one, Rünlák?
I
think you've got
double
two.
check. I think I might have two. I have two. Perfect. I have two sets.
Bingo. Tell us just one of them over here.
I can't cast any magic while on my back, can I?
No.
No.
Didn't think so. Damn.
Are you heading into my
I'm
pocket?
while they're like chaining them up and stuff, and like taking their components off of Haston and any weapons that we can find. I'm gonna try and like kind of somewhat surreptitiously get my disguise kit and like keeping an eye out. I want to just be like patting some like quite pale powder onto them to make them look paler, like they're more hurt and more beat up than they are.
Easy enough. Easy enough.
Seriously, I would have thought you were going to punch me in the face or something. Thank you for your consideration.
So they're all
They're
both manticled up,
Yeah.
taken prisoner.
They're like behind the back, sort of thing.
Yeah, ready to be taken to Skull Island, and that is where we are going to take a break. We will be back in 15 minutes, so 25 past 10. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. Make sure you vote for the name of the rat, and yeah, we will see you soon. We're back. Sorry for the slight delay. Chris and Slew's cat did a number 2 on Chris's arm, so that needed dealt with. But so that's why we're a little bit late back. Sorry for anyone who is on a schedule. Well, who's on a schedule at 10:30 on a Friday night?
Right.
What am I talking about?
Not us.
Yeah, you aren't going to be finished.
Right. So, just before the break, the Lobstars went into a back alley to get prepared and committing a fight that no one saw, unsuspected. And so Opal and Haston are now bound and gagged. Alethia is something we didn't confirm. Alethia, are you inside Haston's pocket or just following on behind? I didn't quite get that bit.
I've kind of just been
Inside
kind of watching all of this happen down the alley, just going.
I couldn't hear Lauren at all just then.
Oh, sorry, can you hear
No,
me?
you're good. Yeah, repeat it for Alex's sake, but you're good.
Well, I just can't hear her at all.
You don't hear me at
Nothing.
all?
Can you still not hear Lauren?
No.
Uh-oh.
Off you go, Lauren.
Oh, I can hear her.
I can hear her. This is Alex. This is Alex.
I can hear. This is an Alex problem.
I
That's
think
what
this is a me, but I can hear everyone else. It's just
It
Lauren.
sounds like a you problem.
Have you turned her down or muted her by any chance?
No, I've not touched it.
Lauren,
hope not,
check
you're a
in
married
some
man.
Things, just to double check.
that right?
Yeah, sorry for
Check
midstream
your
tech
inputs just to
issues.
double check.
When we're in person, that
This
will
won't
be,
happen.
This won't
I hope.
happen. So
Yeah.
To the past.
once
Cannot
that is
wait.
confirmed, that we are allowed to.
Shouldn't be much longer with the way things are
Yeah.
going.
Do you want me to
Lawrence,
jump
Yeah,
out again?
shouldn't be much longer. So
Just,
no, I
just
think
Lauren, only
Pardon?
you speak. Only you speak, Lauren.
You want me to jump out and in?
no, I'm going to jump out and then jump back in.
Okay.
Hope that works.
Yeah, you do that. You do that. This.
He's
Oh
gone.
no! Ross
He's
is the
gone.
DM.
Yes!
Sorry, dethroned.
Oh. It's fun while it lasted.
Lauren,
Lauren,
you need to speak.
Right, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. And this is also the first time tonight I've also seen everyone as well.
Come on.
I mean, Slew's camera is just frozen on her.
Oh,
Professionalism.
yeah. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
the same.
It's fine.
Technology
Oh,
has
wow.
its limitations.
So sorry
folks.
for the technical, small technical issue just then.
Okay, so I have been sitting at the end of the alley, just like in the courtyard, but just like watching all of this unfold, just being like,
Who's this for?
Are we still in the same party?
and it got to the point where I was just like, should I just like go up and just cast lesser restoration so that Haston can see? Like and then everyone starts walking towards me, so I'm just kind of like, alright, I'm just gonna go with it and just shift into a bat and then just like squeak,
Just
squeak,
kind of
squeak,
fly
go.
on behind.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. It's just I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was part of the plan that you were going to go in the coat as well.
No,
So,
like
I just wanted that
I was
cleaned
the
up.
only person that saw the fight, and I was the one that didn't need to see it. So
So I just wanna say that when Bess is searching Haston for a component pouch, she won't find one. Just because I know you said you were looking for components, Haston doesn't have a component pouch.
Well, where does he keep
Okay.
his ball?
That's my secret.
Right. let's get focused. So you are Haston and Opal are bound and gagged, beaten up, and everyone is en route to Skull Island. So approaching, you kind of know the way from where you were before. You come off this jetty, and it actually extends out into a longer bridge that heads over the island, over to the island. I will pull you over on the Roll20 map so you can kind of see what's going on. That's something I should have sorted out on the break. Getting you all on the map. But I will do it just now while I'm talking. So you come across the bridge and you can just see these huge like kind of battlements. Almost looks like a makeshift fortress from where you're stood. There is like battlements, and there's like a almost like a portcullis at the front as well, like guarding these gates. It looks very tall. Almost like some parts are 2 stories, some parts 3 stories high. So as you walk up towards the gates, what are you going to do?
All I can think of right now is walking up it, and this is not what I do. Just before I say it, but let the Lord of the Black Lands come forth.
I love it so much.
Well, we do
Applicably
need to play
Irish
this
Aragorn.
relatively smart.
Yeah, so that's why I prefaced it by saying this is not what I do, but
Yeah.
You are the leader.
okay. Yeah, I am.
this
I'm right. So,
crazy world.
You are indeed.
so the gate's down to the south on the
Yeah.
map. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Am
Well,
I wrong,
it's up.
or am
It's
I-
here.
Yeah.
Am
So
I walking, or am I slung over somebody's shoulder?
I think from what they were saying, it was you and Haston kind of walking in front.
Okay.
Oh, we got you by we're like holding you by the wrists while you're chained.
Yeah, like kind of pushing you
Walking.
forward.
yeah.
I just want to check.
Can I see?
I've gagged Opal with a tissue from my pocket.
Ah!
All right.
I don't think they're the used. I don't think
Just a
they're the
little bit.
used ones.
I fucking hope not.
That is grim.
Amazing.
That is
I mean-
fucking disgusting.
Gee, I don't want to get into canon age things, but that's weird.
I mean, she is technically juvenile, so
She's like
Like-
16, Samson.
Just 16 as well. Like, just.
It's
16.
not the used one.
anyway, before we get shut down,
I guess it is.
What
Yeah.
Please
Can we
open
see
up the door.
anybody? Is it any of the scouts kicking about, like, or like?
make a perception check.
Sorry, I've just got visions of this random, like,
19.
character just popping up going, my mother was a hamster and your father's best friend. Get over the battle.
It would be the ghost of Lynn because he's French.
Yes.
So Bess, you can see kind of through the gates of the gaps of the portcullis. You see the odd like bugbear and like thug walk past. Seems to be a fairly routine patrol. They're walking in pairs as well.
So they haven't noticed us coming up to the gate.
No, it's pretty dark still, remember.
Jeez, some pretty lax security.
Shit, guards up here.
Bug first walked in 2 by 2, hurrah, hurrah.
Like I was kind of expecting people to notice us from a distance. This feels awkward.
Yeah.
Guys, and I'll just
Well,
whisper.
it's just you. That's what you've seen.
Oh yeah, it
Okay.
might have been seen by people who can't see.
So if I'll say to the others, stop there, and I'll sort of scout forward a little bit. What is this here? Is this like a
Yeah, it's
cattle
just
grid or something?
just more bridge.
Oh, it's more bridge. Okay. I'm not gonna go all the way onto the like. Is this a moat?
No,
it goes over?
that is the rock.
Oh, that's the rock. Okay, well, I will go onto the bridge then, and I'll approach the gate, holding the key in my hand. And I'm just gonna, as I slowly walk up, I'm gonna see what happens.
As you walk up, and you pull this key out, the portcullis just lifts. Just in front of you.
Well, the gate.
Over here.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. And I'll pause and I'll go just a wee with my hand and get everyone to keep moving forward.
Okay. So
While
as
we
you
do...
just for the note for you guys, like playing, don't worry about same as Skullport, the main island. Don't worry about zooming yourselves around. When the time comes, if it comes, I will put you in position.
Okay.
Just to save on,
Yeah.
because I know you guys have a habit of what's this?
Speed.
Zoom.
Oh, what's this over here? And it's hard for the viewers.
No idea who you're talking about. Who does zoomies? No idea.
No idea.
That's really weird. I don't know who you're talking about.
Who is it that does
But
that?
anyway, enough of that. So as the portcullis rises, just out from this small side door, walks a bugbear and a thug as well from the side. Just looks at you and just, how did you get that?
I came by it. I bring
I'm looking you up
something.
and down.
I bring a gift for the guild. 2 gifts, actually. And I request a meeting with your master.
Roll a deception check with advantage because you've got props.
Deception. That is 22.
They just look at you up and down. Who are they?
A wizard and his apprentice. They've been reckless around town, shall we say.
Come. And he pulls you all in, and looks at Bess and looks at all of you
Weapons. And just holds out his hand.
Be
Just,
here for a fucking while.
I just don't even like acknowledge them, but I look over it. I kind of like gesture to Rünlák and Samson and say, "Hand over the prisoners' weapons."
I meant yours.
No. I don't think you need to take our weapons.
These are not the weapons you're looking for.
It's literally just
Yeah, I think every one of us at some point did the hand gesture.
And I'm I'm not gonna cast it, but I'm just gonna look him dead in the eye with like a proper like steely glint.
roll a persuasion check.
Ooh, 17.
Just keeps his hand out. So,
I don't think you know who you're dealing with.
Hand them over.
Start writing up
Fine.
a character sheet.
Just remembered something
Barbarians.
we've done before we came in here, but oh well, it's doing it
Head
now.
barbarian was a good
I'll
class.
hand over my crossbow and my rapier.
Samson's
Boys.
really not feeling too hot about handing. He can't conceal any of this shit.
No, no, you got the big stuff.
Great sword, morning star.
You've got my
I've got like a
daggers,
fucking-
though.
Mm,
You've got 2 daggers that are mine.
yeah,
I've got like a
good point.
shove on my back.
Yeah. Samson reluctantly hands over his battle axe, crossbow, double-bladed scimitar,
My crossbow.
great sword, morning star.
You know that scene from The Matrix where he goes for the metal detector?
Yeah.
There's this and
Oh.
this and this.
Lot of weapons you've got here.
Well, man,
Din.
you don't call me hard muscle for nothing. But he keeps Opal's keys in his boots, one on each.
okay. Rünlák, you handing your weapons over? Your
After-
menagerie of weapons.
My fucking entire merchant shop.
What? So many weapons. Like,
Why did we not think this was
Because
gonna happen?
I like pointy things. I like pointy things that can go stab.
To be fair, it's not like we need our weapons.
I'm
All
gonna-
of us have magic. Oh, that's right.
No.
Just me? Oh.
That's fine.
Speak.
Okay, I'm the secret weapon.
That's it.
I will zone of truth everyone here and get us killed right now.
I will
Watch
TPK
me.
this motherfucker.
You handing your
Right.
weapons over?
I'm handing over a battle axe, a heavy crossbow, 3 javelins, a morning star, a trident, and a warhammer.
While he's like dismantling everything, and he and Samson are taking everything out, I'm going to try and cast Charm Person on this bugbear.
Well, there's a bugbear and a thug. There's 2.
Oh, there's 2 of them, right? Can I even do this on 2 people? Probably
I mean,
not.
you could just use your natural
The more the
charms.
merrier.
You're a bard.
Ooh,
I already tried that
serenade
and it
them.
didn't work.
Um, we've not had any seductions from the bard yet.
It's true.
Yeah, this is weird.
All right. Hold your horses. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna like, as they're like clattering about, putting all their shit away. Like, can I get eyes on like the thug and the bugbear? Like, are either of them like looking at me, or is
No, not really. They look
Fuck's
very
sake.
much.
Gotta
at the top
gussy
of
up
hand.
quickly.
All right. So I'm gonna I'm gonna click my fingers right in the face of the bugbear and get his attention, like a real dickhead.
I was gonna say, I'm wet already. Love being talked down to by a Karen.
And I'm just gonna like walk up to him really slowly, and say, "Are you sure we couldn't keep just one or two tiny little weapons?" And as I'm doing that, making my snake hair writhe a little bit, but like,
Nautically.
yeah.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
We're all just like, ooh, we're in this now. We're the snakes.
Oh, that was bad. Second one, okay, persuasion plus.
Oh no.
17 again.
Ooh, that's not bad.
He just looks at you and shakes his head.
You know she's on tonight. Her snakes don't lie. She's starting to feel it, right?
Okay, so I'm just gonna like put a finger out, and I'm like real close to him now. Put a finger out and just like trace some of the weird fur on his chest, and just go, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" And then I'm gonna, on the second sure, I'm gonna use my words of terror.
God, that took a turn. Meanwhile, Haston behind the gag is like.
I've gone from going like this to going like.
What's the spell DC?
13. Wisdom save.
I've never seen someone going from flirting to blackmail so quickly.
You know,
Me and
she's a
you've
bit of a
dated
blunt
different women,
instrument.
Ross.
Oh, it's a natural 5, so.
Oh, that's not gonna be good.
That's
Oh!
yes. He fails.
He is frightened of me.
Apparently, we don't have a horny bard, just a horror bard.
Yeah, kinda.
He kind of looks at you and just like. Just kind of steps back.
And he's not aware that I've used an ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
As this kind of happens, and you go, "We need to search the prisoners."
Hmm?
Stop.
Hold on. So you need to search, right? Sorry.
He just starts walking over to Haston, kind of grabs him up, pulls him up, and starts patting him down. Is the bat still in the pocket, or did you take the bat
I'm
out?
still in his pocket.
Shit.
Boris is in one pocket, and I don't remember Alethia landing. Alethia didn't land.
Landed.
Oh, did she?
I think she said that she did.
No, I was just trailing along behind.
Oh, you're just trailing behind. All right.
Yeah.
So as he pats you down, he can feel the bat. Just reaches in, grabs it, and it's like.
The heart attack.
Just puts his head in its mouth.
Don't you fucking.
That's why I just put him in heart attack.
Just throws the body to the ground.
And Opal
Just continues to
just-
pat down.
Opal just like does one of those like really like constrained, almost silent but not quite squeals, and tears just start pouring down her face. And it looks
continues to pat down.
It looks like she's terrified, but she's really, really upset about Boris, and in fact, rage is bubbling inside her. But she looks terrified to the guys who don't know her.
I've never wanted to kill Ozzy Osbourne.
Is there anything else? What else did you leave on this person? Well, let me. The bat was. He rolled a natural 2, but the bat's pretty.
Pretty obvious.
obvious.
I'd be wearing my clothing, including my necklace. The necklace which does not leave me.
Okay. So he would have patted down and seen that was quite nice.
Mm-mm.
Just like.
Nine, my friend. This is Nick for you.
Can I
Can't
cast?
wheel.
Get worried about that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm right here.
Samson does not like
Gonna
that we've
like
given up
just
our weapons.
reluctantly just take the gag out of his mouth for a minute and then just put it back in when he's done.
What happens if I do?
It does not come off.
And it just gives it a yank and it's just nothing. Just doesn't pull. Almost like pulls it up around the back of your neck as well, like choking you a bit, but it just doesn't come loose.
Been
Try to pull
trying
it over
for
his
a
head,
while.
doesn't come off.
Trying
my
for a
hand.
while.
And like the red veins that kind of like spread out in his skin, where the amulet makes contact, just kind of like spread, and like his own skin starts to like split very slightly as it's being tugged, just screaming in pain as he's tugging at this.
Whilst this is happening, Samson
Put the gag
kneels
back in.
down such that he hand prepped over dagger, just prepped.
And he goes over to Opal and just like lifts her up, holds her by the back of the head and just like pulls her up and just stares deeply into her crying eyes. Just like,
Weak one.
Obviously, just wants to
She's
stick
not for
this
you.
way.
and just like pats her down and natural 14. Yeah, so what was left on Opal's person?
Only gapped, but it's between my breasts, under my shirt and tie, so you wouldn't see it.
But he did roll quite a good investigation.
Well, he'd
Yeah,
have to undress me and also go in my
but it is a necklace which has a chain
under my shirt. Because I've got a
Yeah,
shirt
but
collar
you're
on.
neglecting the fact that he doesn't really give a shit. That you kind of need to take that into account. Killed a bat. He's almost killed
He
Haston.
killed Boris!
Probably going to try and take the berry out.
You just killed me, so it's still there.
Can I still cast Charm Person or not? Or
No, of course
is he
you
not a
can.
person?
Yeah,
he's
technically,
a person.
Because
Depends on your
apparently
definition.
making him frightened
Kind
didn't
of a
do
person.
anything.
Bit of a bitch.
Well,
but
hey, he's
frightened of
scared of you.
Samson's eyes are darting from the pile of weapons behind the bugbear and thug and to Bess and Rünlák, and just he's looking for input. He's still braced, but we're
Yeah,
He's
I'm gonna
not gonna
cast Charm. I'll try and cast Charm Person on both of them. Second level. I've just found out that you can do that for two
Yeah, that's
people
fine.
at once.
Cast charm person. What's the save?
Wisdom 13.
Wisdom 13. So the bugbear fails, but let me check the wisdom score of a thug for a sec, because I believe it might be a -2, -1.
Mm-hmm. It's the bugbear that searched me though, so that's good news.
Wisdom score +0, so it's he succeeds, but the bugbear is charmed, and it seems to be the bugbear leading the operation.
Yeah. Okay, so he's charmed, and I'm going to say that is that's a mere trinket. It has no value.
And as you say that, he just passes over it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, and I think you'll find that these men who are with me, they are my they're my bodyguards. They need to have one weapon each.
And he just looks at you and goes, "Fine, take one."
Pick wisely.
Hmm.
I'll pick out my warhammer.
And
The pile.
the old favorite enchanted magic morning star gets
Wait.
back up the belt.
So,
Okay.
come. You'll meet our
Yes.
leader here. Stay close. They just
Oh,
kind
we
of
will.
like kind of wallow through, and as you get a bit further in, you start to see even from the small patrol that was here, like looking past some of the buildings, like lots of them are like 3 stories high. They're pretty tall. Some of which are only 2, but like looking in, you see like looking into one building, you can see maybe 70 people, like just as you're scrolling past, and another one 60 that is heavily manned from the inside here. As you come carting round some of the rooms, you head towards the back of the fortress, being eyed by quite a few bugbears and thugs and things that you can see from inside different buildings on different levels of structures. And you come round towards the back, and you see the river that flows round, and a large rock that sits at the back of the fortress. And on top, you see a large 8-9 foot tall half ogre who's standing there, like fully armored, like helmet, shield, like full plate, looking pretty nifty, stood beside a draconic style creature.
Ugh.
You walk in, and the bugbear just goes, "Up there." Kind of pushes you forward.
You have been ever so helpful.
While they're distracted, I would, as they were bringing us in, I would have looked around for Alethia.
Yeah.
Just to see if I can find her.
Make a perception check.
Okie doke. That I can do.
Just now, are the handcuffs operated by a key or a mechanism?
They are key.
Keys.
Okay.
I've got the key.
I don't see shit. I'm
Well,
too much pain. I'm barely walking.
Yeah.
Have the secret.
Yeah, you can't see Alethia. It's just kind of fluttering quite high up. Far enough to be able to see, but out of reach.
Yep.
So where are we?
So, if you look at the map,
Oh.
like just on the Discord one, it is right. See at the bottom, there is like the 4, like the rock that is guarded by like 6 battlements.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of led through there, up one of the walls, over and like through a building, and then you are like, this is where you can see. So you're in this kind of fortressy extra protection bit at the bottom.
Down at the very south.
Very south, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Just so you've got an idea. Of what it looks
Samson kind of, as we're walking up, whispers to Rünlák, might be a good idea if you can try and slip one of them the keys now that we've been searched before we get separated.
Can I quickly do a perception check to see how many people are in the room?
Well, it's not a room. This is open space. But, so looking around, you can see there's the 2 thugs, the thug and the bugbear, that you were with initially. There is the half ogre person who stood at the top with his mount, and there is an additional 2 bugbears and 2 thugs up there as well.
Are any of them looking at me specifically?
Roll perception check.
Well, that's quite good. Shit, where is it? 20.
20. They kind of all have eyes on all of you. It doesn't look like they're looking at you in particular, but all eyes seem to be on you as a group. So you can try and sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Oh no.
If you want to try and slip them the keys.
I'm like right directly behind Haston. So
Yeah.
Fuck. Well,
It is cool. I am
try-
calm as fuck. We can do this. What could go wrong?
no.
I say none of that.
I'm gonna try sleight of hand. So like as I'm walking, I raise up one of my hands, like drop it in his hand. So it is disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yeah, because a lot of people are watching you.
Don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up.
In his
Don't
hand,
fuck it
put it in his pocket.
I can't reach my pocket.
No, but
No, but I have mage hand.
Whatever. Said that.
Say that again.
10.
10. As you go to slip him the
Watch out.
keys, his it just kind of slips through his fingers and they just drop to the floor. But you keep walking.
Oh,
Haston,
no.
come on, man.
When
Oh,
that
no.
happens, can I cast mage hand and pick them up? And
I mean, you can. Is that what you
will
want
it
to do?
be, will it
It was like a
be
reaction.
seen?
Yeah. Your mage hand is not invisible.
Yeah. Right, I'm not gonna do it then because
Yeah, you would know that your mage hand is a visible
Birdie.
card.
yeah, that's fine. So I'm not gonna do it then because that's still secret weapon plan.
That's fine.
What is?
So as you start moving your way up, you can see that there is like quite a few, because you've not really been, apart from when you went up to the medium to the middle level, you've not been as close to the roof. You can see that the roof of the chasm, and this is going up quite high. You can see that there's plenty of like stalagmites, stalactites.
Dripping.
I don't know which.
Tights.
I don't know which is which either.
Mike,
way.
crawl on the ground, tights drip from the ceiling.
Yeah. Stuck tight to the ceiling. That's how I remember.
Yeah,
Every day's a school day,
they're
kids.
coming down. Coming from all angles really, but like majorly coming down from the ceiling, kind of curving around this place. There's quite a few ledges as well from this kind of bit, and looking up, you can see that inside the ledges are like metal rings that have been like carved in. You can see this as you're walking up, and looking around as well as you're coming up, you can see that this creature that is plated, it looks angry, looks not happy. And as you walk up, he's just like,
Who the fuck are you?
What kind of creature?
he's a half ogre.
I thought it was
Oh.
orc.
Yeah, half
Dragon?
ogre.
We're here to see the master of the Xanthar Guild. We've brought him some gifts.
You're not worthy to speak with him.
And why is that? I have something of his. I think he'd like to speak to me.
What do you have?
That's for him to know, and you probably never to find out, by the looks of you.
Roll a intimidation check.
No.
Come on, Bess. Come on.
17.
Is that all you roll?
Aren't
Yeah,
they?
they always
I've just had
17.
nothing but nothing but 12.
He looks at you and just spits in your face.
Fuck. Okay.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Considering this guy's
I
like 9
lean
foot
in.
tall. He's big.
I like raise myself up onto my tiptoes and like lean
Tiptoes.
into his face, tiptoes, and I just say, "Your worst nightmare," and I make my snakes go, and I cast. I use my gaze of the Gorgon on him.
Okay.
Oh no, we're starting this real fast.
So that
Worst
is
possible
a-
scenario, because all my spells are somatic and I can't.
So that is
He's not far.
con save of 15, if I remember rightly.
I would like to point out that
bonus
Haston
and constituency modifier. Hold on. So 8 plus proficiency. Where's proficiency bonus? Where do I
Proficiency
find
bonus
Plus 3 for
is
you.
+3.
that? Okay.
Plus
I've
your
lost it again.
charisma.
No, it's plus it's a con modifier, which is the same, so it's +2. So 8.
Be
What was that?
11,
I've lost track of what you
13.
just said there.
13 will be.
13.
13.
8 plus
Okay.
3 plus 2.
So it's a constitution save of 13.
Oh god, he's a half ogre. He's gonna be beefy as fuck.
He succeeds. 20.
No.
Oh no!
Is he at least intimidated?
Oh.
Not in
No!
the fucking slightest.
Sick. Well,
The good news is, Opal, if we just lie down in the ground and cower, we'll survive.
I step back.
I don't know if you will.
Alive out of this
I think you
entire
will.
campaign
He
by
just-
the end. I'm just like up as a bat, hanging like upside down, just being like, "Oh fuck."
I
But as you
refuse.
do this, as you just like kind of snake hair him and just look him in the eye, he just fucking backhands you. And that's a natural 15, which makes
That
Oh.
hits me.
well, so that is
I think that hits.
It's 1 plus 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Too
Just as he
bad.
just backhands you.
And I just go like,
I refuse to be fucking defeated by some slimy half ogre prick that thinks
So-
he's all that 'cause he's in some plate.
I can't. Hold on. What? What was that?
Sorry.
I don't think you really know who you're dealing with, do you?
Look.
Oh, mess.
All we want here is a meeting.
And you have
found
one
these-
right now.
we've- Hmm?
And you have one right now here with me.
And who are you?
Well, I'm glad you asked my name. It's nice to see that you have manners. I'm Shundith.
Shundith.
It's a pretty
I'm
name.
afraid I hadn't heard of you.
I haven't heard of you, little girl.
She's got her sassy pants on today.
Yes, I know. It's my preference to stay unknown.
Well, why the fuck are you here? Why have you come?
I've come. Originally, I came because I found something that I thought would probably be best in the guild's hands rather than floating around this dungeon for all manner of creatures to claim. But along our
What is
way,
it then?
hold on, I'm not finished. Along our way came across these two cretins who happened to be bad-mouthing the guild, saying some pretty dangerous things in Skullport. I nearly called it Stockport again, mate. Oh my god, Stockport is not where we
Stockport
are.
is near Manchester. We are nowhere near Manchester.
Look, Manchester's quite
Skullport.
like a dungeon.
Oh,
I was about to say, I mean, you know, Salford's adjacent, and it looks pretty shit.
Opal, when she hears Bess saying this, Opal just sort of looks at Haston and goes, "This wasn't part of the fucking plan." Like with her eyes, like she just looks at him with this look of, "What the fuck? We're still handcuffed," and she's now saying that we've been doing all this bad shit.
That was literally part of the plan.
It was.
Not just to be handcuffed by this point.
okay, so yeah.
Question. Just quickly. Oh, sorry.
Oh, right.
Oh,
So the end of my little spiel is, find these two bad-mouthing the guild. They're magic users, and I thought, you know, maybe these two will sweeten the deal and help me get a place here. I've been traveling a long time. Me and my companions here, we're very skilled at what we do, at finding things, at fighting, and the rest. But I wish to make my way in this world. The guild is definitely the best place for me.
Opal does look at Haston this time and goes, like a state of, "Why the fuck did she see we're both magic users? It's only meant to be you that she tells them about."
Haston's staring off into the distance now.
Can Haston see yet?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could see the whole time. It just.
Ross,
Say it.
Ross, get your
Okay,
question out.
whatever.
I have a question. Right. Haston up the key, right, as I was trying to put it in his hand.
Don't pin
while
that
we were
on, like,
walking.
don't pin your shite rolls on me, son.
Hey, you fucking dropped it, Butterfingers, right? Right. How far is the key right now from me? Like, because I've dropped it like 5 minutes ago.
I would say maybe 40, 50 feet away.
Is there any
Like,
chance
because
that
I was kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was under the impression that it was kind of as you were walking up,
Mhm.
you were trying to slip him the key, so
Yeah.
you failed the roll, so you dropped them as you were walking up. Am I? If I'm mistaken,
I think we were walking up and like I think it was at like halfway we were walking up. I was like, "You take it."
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I
So
failed it anyway.
if it's halfway, then it's even more. I'd say it's more like 70 feet.
can
At
I
least-
Okay.
can I sit down and like grab it like quietly, like while everyone's focused on this interaction that's happening?
Roll
Can I
roll a stealth check at advantage.
okay.
Keep your friends close, but keep your druids further away than the enemies.
At
Keep your
advantage.
keys much closer.
Advantage, yeah.
Right, so here we go again. Well, I got a 20 on my first one, so
Well,
let's
natural
roll it.
20.
No.
Dirty 20.
What was the other one?
Plus
Right,
14. We're
There's an
still.
18.
Well,
the
it's
18 plus one.
well, easy enough. You swoop down and grab the key in your little
Wait.
feet. You
Tiny
now have the
Little
feet as you're
like-
kind of hovering away.
little feet.
Awesome.
But,
Help.
as
Because
this is
so I helped. Woohoo!
this creature just looks down at Bess and just says,
You speak of them bad-mouthing the guild while in town in Skullport. But I have reason to believe that you are in fact one of them. what
Uh-oh.
makes me think that you
The gag.
are more reliable than my sources in town.
Oh, fuck.
Uh,
Answer me.
I mean, I don't know who your sources are. But
I'm not gonna tell you who my sources are. What you think I am?
well, you're asking me to compare myself to your sources, but if I don't know your sources, then how would I ever even begin to do
A
that?
small girl who I've just met, who I've never heard of, just swooped into town with one. You seem to be missing a friend, though. Staying at the Gut and Garters.
stay in the ceiling.
I would like to try and spit out my gag.
Roll a dexterity check.
I could just take out the gag.
Roll
Oh, fucking, I'll take out your gag, son. 17.
Yeah, you managed to spit it out.
It seems the jig is up.
Oh my god. And I'm
Why?
Because we're fucked, and I want to get out ahead of it.
As you say this, he just reaches down, reaches up to his back and starts drawing this great sword, and that is where we are going to end it tonight.
Ah, no!
That all went so sideways.
It went so badly. They had us rumbled from the start. We were fucked. No matter how well we planned it.
He had you rumbled from the moment you arrived.
God fucking damn.
From the moment you start talking loudly in bars about what you want to do, he fucking knew.
Oh dear.
I did want to find out how many people were here, but it's cool. We'll find out next week.
Well, find out how many people are in the.
How many people we're going to get murdered by very quickly. Yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Because we're in the middle of their fort.
Oh no!
Oh god, I'm going to be the only survivor.
Wow, thanks. Listen, I'm just saying, all you need to do is drop some bodies and we'll have more allies.
We'll try.
Drop some bodies.
But
There's
anyway,
one body that's got the equivalent of 4.
I can still raise them.
You've
well,
got my daggers. I don't have
We can't kill
anything.
him.
Well,
It's got some magic that'll run out.
all the more reason, viewers, to tune in next week to see
The final
what
episode.
happens.
Having a dagger and a fucking loop.
That's all you need. You're a bard.
I mean, true.
Why couldn't you seduce this one?
Well, do you know what? I've got.
Off a rooftop.
Why didn't you try not insulting him? Why didn't you do that? Yeah, because you insulted him from the start.
I
Her.
you know,
still-
There's a disengage action, guys. Just there. I'm just.
Oh yeah, keep that one in mind.
Not when
It was
There's not much to do
no,
now, is there?
no such thing as disengage when spittle is involved.
you need to give me my daggers when I get unhandcuffed because 2 of my 5 cantrips involve enchanting my daggers. So
Well, maybe at least
I
you
don't
can
know if
try
I'm
and
gonna
find out
get
what it is.
unhandcuffed because I think I'm gonna be
Well,
unlife.
We will find out next week what
Tune
happens.
in next week for mass death.
Oh,
From
I don't have enough diamonds to bring you all back, so can you no die?
well,
It's all right, I got
considering
it.
We've had 2 weeks of no combat. I've got a funny feeling that next week is going to be rather combat heavy. So come prepared. Thank you, viewers, for watching. Make sure to tune in next week, 8:30 Friday I know there is. We are aware there is a rather important football match on at that point.
You can watch two
But-
things at once.
But you can watch two things at once.
Totally have the football or us on in the background. Like
I will have the football on. I'm not even going to try and deny it. It's
But
it's
anyway,
I'll be playing it with the muted TVs on, so
Either way, it doesn't matter. Please remember to check out our Instagram and Facebook. Vote for the rat's name. We may have a announcement coming in the next couple days, which would be fun. So we will see you. If we don't see you before then, we will see you on Friday at 8:30. So, cheers, guys. Thanks, Sorko Soundscapes, for the music. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Oi.